Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Manvi Bansal. I am a mindset and a manifestation coach along with certified NLP practitioner, hypnosis practitioner and a certified life coach. So it is the first video I am recording for you all after shifting back in Manali, and I am just loving the weather here. Like you can see, it's such an amazing weather here. And like while I'm exploring different places, meeting new people, knowing about their experiences, about their life, what they are looking forward to become, how they have overcame a lot of fears, insecurities, their traumas, and a lot more have been with them, and how they are. I have met few people who have came from Maharashtra, and they have now finally shifted here in Manali, and they are doing their own business. And like I have a conversation with them, like how they became an entrepreneur here, and how they convince their parents to maybe drop their job or drop out from school and become an entrepreneur, and a lot more stories have been here. So while I was doing all the stuff, all these things from past 10 days now, so I have realized one major thing here after exploring and meeting new people, that how a person opinion can affect different person and their mental health. While I was exploring, I met a girl, and she was very kind to me, and we were having a very nice conversation, and we are exploring and doing all this or whatever we wanted to do. But alongside, like she met a guy. Basically that guy hyped her a lot, and after knowing this thing that he was hyping her a lot, and she ultimately started loving herself more, which she was saying, but you cannot, like you definitely cannot love yourself once you start seeking validation from outside world. So you need to be very clear about it. So apart from this, when I tell you about my life, my experiences, like at one point of time I was also at that phase in my life where I used to always seek validation from others, how I'm looking and whether I should post this picture or not, or maybe from my friends, or the kind of clothes I used to wear, or what kind of work I am doing, or any other thing I would say. So I used to always keep on seeking validation from outside. But once I realized, if I'm not going to validate myself from my inner self, then nothing is going to work out in a long term. Why? Because somehow I will be into the loop of taking validation from outside only, and I will be losing myself eventually, and also I will be dependent on outside world, external world, situations and people to validate me and to let me know that I am a beautiful human being and I can do this or that. But if I start validating from my inner self, then I will be feeling more confident about myself, more self-sufficient, more I would be feeling more complete and as a whole person, even if that person is with me or not. So when it comes to taking other opinions personally, I used to be the person where like I always get affected with whatsoever that person is saying about me, and what they are talking about me, how they are, what kind of perspective they are having when it comes to me. So even while working in an organization, or maybe while doing internships, there were so many people who used to talk behind me about me, that how I am doing all these things and I should not do this if I'm not feeling aligned, and all the stuff like that. They used to backbitch a lot about me, and I used to take it very personally, because somehow I also knew that I was seeking I was doing all these things because I was seeking validation at that point of time. But I know this thing that it is not going to take me anywhere. So I started healing that trauma from my life, that because in my childhood I used to be the person where no one used to appreciate me, where no one used to tell me that I'm beautiful, even after being a beautiful person. Undoubtedly, people used to compare me for my skin tone, for maybe my weight, for my body type, for the physique, and all the stuff like that, so that I never felt appreciated. I always felt compared. So I never felt that I'm a whole human being in myself. I don't need to seek validation from outside. So once I have realized these things, so I started working on these traumas and I stopped seeking validation from others. Now even if someone is telling bad about me, I know the kind of person I am, so I don't take anything personally. If there is some healthy criticism where I know that these are my weaknesses and I genuinely need to work on these things, I take it personally, because I feel that there lies my growth. And if I keep on working on these things, then I will turn out to be a very different person. And I always appreciate it when someone gives me a healthy criticism, or maybe I would say healthy feedback is the right word here, not a criticism. But whenever someone gives me a nice feedback, a healthy feedback where I can actually work on my thing, my weaknesses, I would love to have it. But if someone is criticizing me about my strength, and I know the fact how many strengths do I have, and how good I am at it. So if someone is pointing out on these strengths, then I am not going to take it personally, because I know the kind of person I am, the kind of work I do, the skills I do have. So you should also not take everything personally. You should journal it out. You should ask yourself whether this is right or not. If you will get the answer that this is right, then you need to definitely work on that area of your life. If the answer is no, that this is not the kind of person I am, he or she is saying bad about me, and because he or she is having that perception about my old self, so that's why they are perceiving me the same person which I am not today. So you should also be very concerned about the kind of people you have and the kind of feedbacks you are taking from. So you should never be apologized for the person you are. You should always feel unapologetic for the person you are, and for the person you are becoming. So always be focused. So always be concerned. It's not that you need not to work on your weakness. You definitely need to work on your weaknesses, but you need to strengthen your strengths. Now I will see you next week with a new video, being here in Manali only. Meanwhile, take care and don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Have a great day.